I am glad you are here, Proxy. I cannot discern its origin. Hermaeus Mor pass through this tangle and enter the inn. If we allow the tangle and fate to I sensed the disturbance as I conducted my own. Cause and effect shape our... Imagine swinging a blade, but it refuses to slice through the air. As I understand it, the Outcast Inn was an unremarkable establishment prior to this. Go where I cannot, Proxy. Untangle this knot of fate.
Another apparition? Oh, you're real. Yes, please come in. I don't know her from a skeever's ass, and I don't care what her name is. Not a one. But a good innkeep can guess. The well's out back in the courtyard. Bring me a bucket of water, and all good innkeepers know when to leave someone. Can't think of a better word. They're not people. I didn't see the crack at first. The light through the window went dark, which was eerie enough. Bought the place almost a year ago. It's old Colovian. Late First Era, I'm told. I wanted to turn this establishment into a high-end... Almost every innkeep apprenticeship I ever had kicked me out. Always. Making drinks is like alchemy.
Mortal, help me. Please. I don't know if you can understand me. My mind is a storm of... We did, didn't we? Possibilities. A phrase emerges from the storm.
I remember so little about... I am Athelia. Remembering is a I wish to know more myself. I am Athelia. The day... Remembering is... echoes from other...
Well, at least she's finally talking. I knew she wanted a drink. But the previous owner left junk. Old Gilredal's book of obscure and ancient... Not a clue. Innkeepers get plenty of strong drink.
Yes! Are we going to race?
She hasn't moved once since an Ayleid drink. I need to... Reproducing a sage's... Never. Oh, sure. You'll find these old... Never. I've learned about drink...
Something hides here. I feel its hatred thick and sour. Perhaps I can call it to us. This horrid relic rose from the ground. When you left, I was compelled to follow. The storm in my head. Over here. I sense a path that wishes to be explored. Shine the lamp, please. I know this. A doorway to the many paths. Step through and I will follow. My power abandons me here. I will follow if I can.
The enemy approaches. They come to imprison my prince.
No, Torvasad. They are... different. Approach, Pathwalker. and speak with me. A mortal pathwalker. Such a creature is quite the lamp of clarity. Ah. They bloom in my This is my end, pathwalker. How strange. Not in any way. Possibilities scatter. Control. The mortal mind is limited. Mortals are servants. Each reality bound by the many paths. Most mortals quake in fear at my presence. I suppose so. If she's lost control, once Hermaeus Mora, I am as curious as you. An extended separation from the many. The many paths connects all. The ingredients grow. When she drinks Sage's dream, most mortals quake in fear at my presence. The Prince of Fate foresees a cataclysm. Do not fear, mortal. I have another Ethelia. So powerful and proud. Here. I collect the ingredient and let us go back, mortal. Take it with my blessing. A new path appears. Use the lamp, mortal. So much of the path we just walked was... It was created by the Daedric Prince Azora. She made the relic to find me. Ingredients to create the drink grow. It was created by the Daedric Prince Azora. So much of the... It was created by the Daedric Prince Azora. She made the relic to find me. One of my powers is to avoid the gaze of other princes. But they found a way, as am I. Step through. Let us see where this path... Dread fills this path. Find the ingredient, but use caution. We are not... My Shardborn. They always serve me well. These shelves were full in our reality. Not... The shrine is old. Have Mora's forces finally come? Then No. You do not belong here.
This is gonna be fun.
No. You do not belong. Of course she lost control. My shard will...
Bet they weren't expecting that.
This reflection seems resigned to her fate. Quite different from the other. I saw how to open a doorway. Let us return to the inn's cellar. I sense this is the last path calling to... Like before, this path stirred up memories. I remember the armies of the other princes. She is correct. Step into the many paths once again, mortal. Unbridled anger fills these halls. We have entered a war zone. Finds the last of
Die? We're dangerous, huh?
Reality in this path is extremely fragile. It might shatter. Hurry. remember this as a place filled with light and joy. This is not that. Hermaeus Mora consumes this shrine. His response to the sun.
No, you must not bring that reflection any closer. Speak with me, and I shall explain. Your Athelia, does she not sense it? The Athelia of this path, my prince, has lost herself. She has become the monster that Hermaeus Mora foresaw. If she cannot regain control, this reality is finished. Why does a mortal walk? Then I hope you succeed where I have failed. Why would... Flee while you can. Athelia, the...
Mora dares! Damn his eyes! Every one of them! You wanted a monster! Behold the last tomorrow! Behold the destroyer of reality! Before my reflection destroys it. Infectious, uncontrolled rage. It will consume every piece of this reality.
There you are. Oh, come here. I have an idea about the sage's dream. Did you get lost down here? Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. What? You do? Well, I turned my alchemy stove into the finest. First, place the Tyrum weed in the apparatus. Slowly apply heat to steep the Tyrum weed. No one ever wanted to try them. Needs more heat. Too hot. Reduce the heat. That looks nicely steeped. Next, place the hawk fruit in the apparatus. Apply heat to liquefy the hawk fruit. Again, not too hot. It needs to be hotter. You'll burn the fruit. Reduce the heat. The hawk fruit looks properly reduced. Now add loot berries to the apparatus. You should chill the loot berries without freezing them. It needs to be cooler. Perfectly chilled. Now, to blend the drink. 2 parts steeped Tyrum weed and hawk fruit juice for every 1 part of chilled loot berries. That's the exact amount of loot berries we need. That's the perfect amount of tirumui. Don't add. That's too many loot berries. We'll begin again. That's the exact amount of loot berries we need. That's too many loot berries. We'll begin again. That's the exact amount of loot berries we need. That's too many loot berries. We'll begin again. No one ever wanted to try one of my... That's the exact amount of loot berries we need. That's just the right amount of hawk fruit juice. No need for more. Looks like a perfectly blended sage's dream. Pour the finished drink into that carafe. Now, grab the drink and take it to that strange woman. I'll meet you upstairs.
Sage's dream. Do you have it? Finally. The storm abates and I shall set things right. We learned that every Athelia...
The pain is gone and the threads of... I sense the knot in the threads of... If helping Athelia saved reality, I predicted that the tangle... I must contact Hermaeus Mora. Take it to Skingrid.